The organized labor and the federal government are on a collision course over the government failure to sustain the payment of 35,000 naira wage award to the workers. Workers in the Federal Civil Service, in separate media interviews on Monday, December 11, 2023, noted that the federal government only paid 35,000 naira wage award for September. Following the removal of the fuel subsidy by President Bola Tinubu on his assumption of office on May 29 this year, the federal government agreed to pay 35,000 naira to each of its workers to reduce the hardship caused by the subsidy removal. The government, in a memo signed by the chairman, National Salaries, Wages and Income Commission, Eponta, stated that the payment of the wage award would begin to take effect from September 1, 2023. However, findings indicated that the government only paid the wage award for September. A senior civil servant in one of the core ministries, departments, and agencies said, "The wage award was only paid once, and I assume that was the one for September. Since then, we have never received another. We all are confused as there has been no official communication from the government as regards the matter. We are all confused at the moment." Another civil servant, who also spoke on the condition of anonymity, said, "What you heard is true. We have not received anything else other than the initial wage award which was paid. The government cannot continue to let the citizens suffer. Our take-home salaries cannot even take us home any longer at this point." Also speaking, a civil servant in one of the federal government-owned schools in Abuja noted that the workers were only paid the wage award for 1 month. "We only received for 1 month, which I assume was for September. Though the peculiar allowance introduced by the former administration is still being paid alongside our salaries, we have not received any such thing as a wage award. The government needs to stop playing games with our emotions," he said. Reacting to the developments, the head of information at the Nigerian Labour Congress, Benson Upah, said, "This betrays the government's dishonorable intentions and is completely unacceptable." When asked if the NLC would take action, Upah said, "Certainly, the Congress will do something about this, but what it will do will be dependent on the appropriate organs of the Congress. On communication with the government, sure we will. It usually precedes our actions." But the spokesperson for the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation, Bawa Mokwa, allayed the fears of civil servants. Mokwa noted that plans were ongoing to ensure that civil servants receive their wage award. "The process is ongoing. They will be paid. The process to pay the wage award has commenced," he said. Meanwhile, the federal government has budgeted 1 trillion naira for minimum wage adjustments, promotion areas and severance benefits for civil servants. An analysis of the 2024 appropriation budget released by the Budget Office of the Federation has revealed. This is as the head of information of the Nigerian Labour Congress. Upah further explained that the Congress would kick against any form of imposition of a new minimum wage by the federal government. Upah said that negotiations had yet to commence, but he expressed optimism that talks on the new minimum wage will start soon. "No, not yet, but soon, I suppose," he said when asked if the Congress had received notice for the commencement of negotiations surrounding the new minimum wage. Continuing, Upah further said, "The national minimum wage law is a product of collective negotiation by all the critical stakeholders, workers, employers, plus private sector and government. It cannot be fixed by fiat by any stakeholder. Thus, any unilateral action by any party will not only be presumptuous, but contemptuous and injurious to other parties, and will certainly be at variance with the law and principles governing this variant of minimum wage setting procedure." From Lagos, this is Peace Mabuko, News Express, Nigerian Television.